everybody, this is Claus, your friendly neighborhood YouTube Mrs. Claus. I am back today bringing you a candle project. Let me grab her. All right, so for today's video, we're going to be making this candle. Everything in this candle I got from Dollar Tree except for some of the embellishments. So these little guys and these little pieces here that are like pine, I got from Temu. I know, ooh, Temu. You know, for cheap stuff like that, if you're looking for a DIY that is budget friendly, this one is the one. The only thing that I did not get from Temu or the Dollar Tree was the wax melts that I got to make the candle smell like apples. So, those I got at Walmart and I used 4 of them. I think they cost me $4 for the whole thing. And there's 6 wax melts in there. So this candle to make it is under $10 completely. Now, if you see, I have plenty of room left for more wax. So I could have gotten more of the Dollar Tree candles to fill this thing up a little better. I used 4 of the 4 of the Dollar Tree candles in red. I could have used probably 7, which would make the cost of this go up a little bit. The bucket itself was $1.25. I think I got these berries on Temu. I think I ordered like 100 of them for $2. These little guys were, I want to say 300 of them for $4. So this candle altogether super cheap, and I'm going to teach you how to make it. So let's make this bad boy. To melt the candles in here, and then we will be back. I think we'll see how it goes. All right, so we're back. We have about halfway filled up this pot. They're about halfway up on the candles. We're going to start melting this. Then we are going to take some of this Better Homes and Gardens Fresh Orchard Apples wax melts for our red candles back here. I'm going to break off one of each of these wax melts and put them in there once they're melted. And in the white candles, we're going to add a little bit of Palo Santo oil and some tea tree oil. Not a lot because they can be flammable and we want to keep that as low as we can. The apple scented ones we're going to put in this tin I got from the Dollar Tree. That is going to be super cute. I'm going to add some embellishments to that later. But we're going to go ahead and melt these down, and when I get that candle, when I get the candles burned down or melted enough to where we can add the stuff, I'll come back. Those candles are melting for us. We're going to take some things like, I've got this weird red deco mesh that I got, I want to say I got it a while back at the Dollar Tree. It's very thin. I could have gotten it on clearance somewhere else, but I don't remember. And you can get very similar deco mesh at Dollar Tree, Walmart, any of those places. I'm going to take it and I'm going to trim it down, and we're going to tie it around the top and then glue it in place. And I'm going to just kind of like bunch it together a little bit because I like that it's got the color when it's bunched out. When it's not, you can't really tell that there's any color there. So what I'm going to do is take the piece that I cut off and I'm going to fold it in half. All right, we've got it folded in half. I'm going to take the very back of it and I'm going to go to the back of our tin and I'm going to tack it in place right here with hot glue. So I'm going to take my hot glue. I'm going to just boop right there. We're going to put this right down in that hot glue. And then I'm going to tack it on both sides with hot glue as well. So we're going to go boop and pull it tight into that hot glue. Then we're going to do the same thing on the other side with a little boop goop. I make weird noises. I'm aware of this. Okay. Now we're going to take this in the front, and this is going to leave us enough to make a little bow. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to tie this with a little over under like you normally would to tie a shoe. All right, and then I'm going to hold it right in the center. And I'm gonna, again, tack it with hot glue right there. Get all those hot glue strings away. All right, we are going to put that in there, set that, and let it harden a little bit so that as we go to tie, it doesn't come loose. So with our bow, what I think we're gonna do is we're gonna make it a multi-strand bow. Now, how do I want to do this? I don't know. I haven't even thought about it. I think we're going to start with like that. Again, tack it with hot glue. I wouldn't even say that this is deco mesh now that I'm looking at it better. It's just a light mesh. Am I afraid that this might burn when I burn my candle? Yes, that's why I am going to try to keep it below where the flame will be. So I want it to kind of float down like that. Now the other side, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to come over about the same width. We're gonna hold that down right there. Tack it with hot glue. It is okay, so my camera cut off because my computer was not charging correctly. So I went ahead and ripped this back off so that we could see what I was doing. All right, we made our little bow. We cut our little ends in a little triangle to kind of make them fray a little bit. Then we fluffed out the bow. Then I took one of these acorns that I got at the Dollar Tree for $1.25 for a pack of 10. And I'm just going to place it on top of our bow to give it a little more zhuzh. All right, so now we've got this bow that looks kind of wonky, but that's okay because it's DIY, right? It looks okay. Our little acorn is on there. It looks really cute. I didn't realize they were foam until I went to take it back off of here, but they are foam, which is not bad. So it is what it is. All right, so now we have our little apple basket for our apple candle. I think it's cute. We could always add a little more deco mesh, make it a little more fancy if we wanted to, or add a ribbon. But the ribbon that I have is gold, and I just don't like gold against silver most of the time. We'll see how we feel about it. I also have this jute for doing macrame, which we could also add on here. I think that would add a little cuteness. Let's see. This little rope, I'm gonna cut it about here. That way it has another little something about it. I think if we just hot glue it around the top, that'll also add a little something to this candle too, to just kind of make it also feel a little more cohesive. I think I should, I don't know, maybe we don't need it. Maybe we don't need it. Maybe we'll actually just tie it in a bow, just a regular little bow, and add it to the front. Just a cute little, and it's a little much. There. All right. Just a little simple bow. And then we'll add that right here as well. I don't know, that makes me nervous because it is rope and that's all that candle wicks are. Maybe we add it down here. Maybe we don't add it at all. It doesn't matter. All right, there's that. I will be back when the candles are done melting and we can add the wicks. See, our candles are melting down pretty good. They're almost completely melted. I'm using a skewer to kind of melt them down a little more. I'm going to take our Better Homes and Gardens Fresh Orchard apples. Let's turn this light off and see if that helps with the camera situation. Nope, sure don't. This is going to be the Fresh Orchard Apples by Better Homes and Gardens wax melts. And what I'm going to do is take 1 cube of the wax melt and put it in each of the candles and melt that down to add the scent. And that way, once that's all melted, we'll have a nice scented candle for our beautiful little... Okay. I am filming 2 different videos at the same time, and both of them are making these candles. So I'm going to show you, because the other one worked very well. The wicks stayed down like I needed them to. So I'm going to do the same thing. Since the little metal pieces came off of the end of my wicks, I am going to bend them ever so slightly into like a little L. And I'm going to glue that down with hot glue. This is a high temperature hot glue. So I think that's why it worked so well with the other candle, because it will not burn up and melt. Oh, maintenance is here. Sorry about that. You guys, maintenance came to come and change out some light bulbs in our townhouse because they were out. And because they don't want us to have to pay for light bulbs, which I appreciate. Thank goodness for that. But now my candle wax is burning up and I need to get it put in the bottom of these candles. So we're gonna go ahead and get these in here as fast as possible and get them taped down to the stick. All right. Hot wax, hot wax. All right, we're going to tape these 2 to this stick and those 2 to this stick. Let me get the tape. Where'd it go? There it is. We're gonna do that real quick. And my dogs are roaming around the kitchen like it's where they're supposed to be. Oh no. Now I'm in a hurry and I can't get it done fast enough. Lordy, lordy. All right. Now I'm not taping these in any specific way so that they look good. I'm just taping them so that they stay straight up. All right. And then I will go and add the wax, and then I'll be right back. It's gonna look fancy like I did it seamlessly. All right, there we go. Now I'll put the wax in there. I see the wax in this candle. I think I should have used about 8 of the Dollar Tree candles to make this, because I'm only about halfway full here, and it looks a little iffy. It looks like it needs more wax, but for now this will be fine, and we'll be back when it is completely dry and I will show you how she looks. All right, here is this candle. It did not come out as cute as I wanted it to, but I think we're gonna embellish it a little more, and I'm sad I didn't add more wax to it. But let's see how it looks while it's burning. There's a lot of wax on these wicks. That's part of the problem with using the Dollar Tree wicks, or the Dollar Tree candles, and then reusing their wicks instead of using your own. They're already gonna have that wax on them, which isn't too much of a problem. You just gotta get them started a little better. All right, let's see. Let's turn the lights off and see how she looks lit up. Lights 1, 2. Oh, that's the fan, not the light. Camera light, camera light. See how she burns. She looks very, very awesome. I love the way that the light reflects off of the metal in the tin. Let's see if we can jazz her up a little bit. Let's turn the lights back on, blow her out, and see if we can't jazz her up. She's kind of sleepy. You know what I mean? Kind of sleepy. Look at that, blew them all out at once. All right, let's make this one a Christmas candle because after all, we are Mrs. Claus. Let's jazz this baby up a little. I've got 2 little picks over here that I got on clearance at Joann when it was, I don't know, it might have been June or July when I got these. But they were clearance. So I got these little guys right here, and I think they are precious. They look like little sweaters. So what we're gonna do, once this wax cools a little bit, I think we're gonna go in and I'm gonna cut this down, and we're just gonna like glue these bad boys on the front. Maybe. I don't want to risk a fire hazard. That's my only problem with doing the sweater stuff, is risking a fire hazard. Okay, we're not going to do that. Let's figure something else out. Something else to jazz it up. All right, it's not going to run that much now. Let's see. I'm kind of regretting my decision not to spray paint this green. I think maybe that's why I am feeling weird about it. Let's see. Just this red bow is not cute enough for me. Let me go look in my stash and see what I can find to kind of jazz this up a bit. Now what I mean by my stash is this guy. This is I got this stuff from Temu box. And it's a bunch of stuff that is cheap, poorly made Christmas stuff that just looks cute. Maybe we need some of this in there. Ooh, I like that. Okay, so we're gonna take a few of these. We're gonna glue those in there somewhere. Let's see. I've already said I don't like gold with my silver, so even though the song goes silver and gold, let's see. Let's pull out some of these beads and see if some of those will do something cute. These little holly berry things are cute, but okay, yeah, we're gonna use those too. All right, we've gone into the stash, we've found some things. Let's make some Christmas magic. We weren't gonna do a full Christmas one, we were gonna do something fall, but now I see it, it's boring, we've got to jazz it up. What was that? I think my washing machine just made noises at me. Okay, so do we want to put these in the back? Do we want to have to worry about that getting messy? Okay, we are going to, we're gonna figure out something to do with these. Maybe go in the front here, behind the net. Maybe. Okay, let's try something before we make a complete catastrophe out of this. Let's see if a flame can get close enough to it to hurt it. All right, it's not going to do anything to it. So I think that's a good start. These are, after all, just plastic. So I think if we go with those and some of this here underneath, I think if we just glued that down, that would be a good start. Okay. And I think what I want to do is take a couple of these buffalo plaid balls and put them on a couple of these pieces of pine. See what I'm saying? See how cute that is? I think that would be cute right here with that. So, all right, let's get our glue gun and let's trim the ends off of these somehow. Wow, they were in there pretty good, not gonna lie. Now these are wire, so I just score it a little bit and then I break it off. That mesh actually is holding them in quite nicely, but I want to glue them down. So I pull it out, I score the wire, I break it off, and then we glue this bad boy in. All right, I'm going to take the glue gun and go down the side of it. And remember, this is a high temp glue gun. This is high temperature, hot glue. It is going to hold better on a candle than low temperature, but be careful not to burn yourself like I did making another candle today. So keep that in mind. All right, again with the high temp glue gun, we're gonna go down the side of this one and we're gonna stick it to our pail behind our bow. We're gonna try to make them match, but they don't have to match because nature doesn't match exactly. So it wouldn't be exactly perfect if it was natural materials. Again, mind you, these are plastic. So they are gonna be a little not natural looking. All right, again, with the glue gun, we're gonna take it and we're gonna glue the end of this stick here. And I'm gonna shove that down right on top of that holly, but under the bow. I just like that buffalo plaid ball so much. I wish these bows, I should have used a different mesh for the bows if I'm being honest. I don't particularly care for the way they look, and that might be why the whole thing looked off to me. All right, so on the next one, we're gonna put another ball on another piece of pine straw looking stuff, and we're going to shove it right in here. And I love the buffalo plaid is one of my favorite. Okay, see, that did it. I think that made it all worth it. That's super cute. That is the perfect little Christmas candle. It's not too much, it's not too little, it's just right. I love it. I think it's gonna go on my backdrop now. And I will see you guys in the outro. So that's how we make that candle, and she has a new home in our backdrop. So if you guys want to see more like this, please like and subscribe, and I will be here every Monday with a new project for you. And I hope you like it. Thanks. Have a good day.